Hey there, Christina Shantz here of Authentic Buzz Marketing and LaunchWithEase.com. And I wanted to do a really quick tutorial on the launch calendar template, which is part of your launch planning toolkit. And the reason I wanted to do this tutorial and take you step by step through the launch calendar is because it can be super overwhelming at first glance. And if you were to just open it up, and especially if this is maybe your first launch, you're looking at all of these tasks and all of these, these tabs, and you're thinking, oh, what have I gotten myself into? I mean, like, no way, what's going on? And I really just want to walk you through and tell you like where you can customize, what you may want to make sure you cover during your first launch, what you may not want to worry about during, until a later launch, and maybe some places that you really need to pay attention to and some things you can kind of let go of. And first of all, this template is not meant to be a checklist or or something that you tick off, and this is all of these tasks are the only things you need to do, or that you have to do every one of these tasks, and that's not the case. And what I did was I just went through the way I organize launches for my clients, and these are the exact same worksheets that I use, and put in some ideas of which tasks go under which category, so that you can get an idea of what I'm talking about, and you can put in your own to-do list in these sections. So we're going to start with the launch tasks by category tab, which is the second one on the bottom. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put your product name here. And what's really good about this is that if you're sharing this with someone else, maybe you've got a launch strategist or a VA that's helping you with your launch, or maybe you've got a coach that's walking you through it. Everything is in this this one document, and no, you don't have to go searching around for links or for descriptions or stuff like that. So we're going to start with your product name, your launch date, which is going to be when your cart opens, when your cart closes, when your program begins. Your launch goal, that's going to be like the number of spots you're going to sell, or the number of products you're going to sell, and then the amount of revenue you hope to bring in. And then I've got a tab for creator. Now this is the person who's actually going to do the creation of the work. If it's you've got a copywriter, you would put their name in there. Say it's a VA, you would put their name in this section. The final say is who is the final person that says yes or no. And it could be, or who takes the final action. So maybe it's, maybe you create the landing page copy, but your web designer actually gets it live. And so they would have the final say. And then this is the deadline. And so you can use these words, you can change these up, you can do whatever makes more sense to you. But it is important to know who's responsible for what and when it's due. So over on the left-hand side, I kind of broke these up into the different kind of sections you'll need to think about with your launch. Now, normally we think pre-launch, launch, post-launch, but for this page, I want to talk about tasks. So you've got your opt-in page. So your opt-in page and your thank you page. These are some of the tasks that are involved with creating your opt-in page and your thank you pages. Now, this would be for a freebie, or maybe it's for a webinar. You may have several of these sections. If you're doing a freebie that you're then driving to a webinar, that would be 2 different opt-in pages, 2 sets of thank you pages. You've got your database and your shopping cart set up. How are you using Infusionsoft? Are you using Sendowl? Like, you want to make sure that all of that is set up and tested. You've got your sales page, your order form, your thank you pages. So that's just a few tasks that would go here. Email confirmations. This is email confirmations for your webinar, or for even for someone that purchases. You want to make sure that all of that's set up. So these are all tasks that can be customized, but I'm just giving you an idea of what tasks could be involved with each section. So if you're doing a webinar promo to your house list, and that's versus webinar promo to maybe an affiliate list, these are some tasks that you would need to take care of. Any sort of social media to your house list, or to your not affiliate. So when it says house, it's not affiliate. And then any sort of additional promotion that you may be doing, and then we get into some affiliate swipe, affiliate invitations, and things like that. So this is just a touch of what you're going to need for your launch, but to see how it's organized, it's sometimes easier to group tasks by category. And then what you want to do is think about every step of the way what you're going to need, create a tab, a little section for it, and then just brainstorm every single thing you could possibly need to take care of that one category, and then add in the creator, the final say, and then put in a temporary deadline. Because what's going to happen is we're going to take all of these tasks and we're going to move them over to the launch tasks by deadline tab, and with the deadlines and the tasks. So we don't care so much about the category at this point. We're just kind of trying to figure out what's due when. And this is where it'll be really clear that you've got 15 things due at the same day. Then you're going to either want to spread it out or make sure you've got enough help to make sure you meet those deadlines. Or maybe you've got one week where it's very, very light, and you've got other weeks where you're just doing so much that maybe you want to spread the tasks around. Maybe you're doing more writing before, and then that way that leaves you, freed up to do more promotion during the pre-launch. So everything that's in the launch tasks by category moves into this section. And these are just some ideas. Now, not everything that's here is over on the launch tasks by categories, but this is going to be everything, this is your master list of tasks by deadline. So everything that's on this list is what's actually going to get done. Now, if you're a first-time launcher, you're probably not going to worry too much about affiliate swipe copy or affiliate anything. You can go ahead and delete those from this list. You also, in this example, I'm doing a social media challenge. So I think it's 10 days of action-oriented items for people, not only to kind of get to build buzz in the tribe and to get more people to come into my community, but to get them taking action. And that's what we want, is we want the pre-launch to be used to get people to take action consistently, small steps, not huge actions, tiny steps, so that when the cart opens, they're more willing to take a bigger action, which is to enroll in your program. So anything that has to do with this house challenge could also be however you are using your pre-launch to build buzz, and to grow your list, and to kind of get people in your tribe and people talking about what you're up to. So all of this goes here. Basically, this is the page you're going to come to at night or in the morning when you're planning out your day or when you're planning out your week. You come here first. You look at the deadlines that are going to happen soon, and you make sure you get those on the calendar. You assign them out to your VA. You make sure that your graphic designer or your web designer or your copywriter, that they are all on track. And this is kind of like Grand Central Station / launch control is a better example of what this document's going to be. So once it's filled in, of course deadlines shift and change, but this is going to be the place where you really are coming to first to keep everything running on time and on schedule. And I do want to point out, I've got the very first task, of course, is to schedule your launch liftoff planning session. And that is a 60-minute session with me. It's recorded. And we actually go through your calendar and we fill it out as much as we can in 60 minutes. And so you have a place to start. And we talk about your launch storyline, your launch funnel. We go through the tasks. We go through who you need to hire and all of that stuff in our 60-minute planning session. Plus, that includes 2 weeks of email support from me. So if you're interested in the launch liftoff planning session, you go to the website. It's launchwiththese.com/liftoff is the place to learn more about that. And like I said, we will actually go through this exact calendar and fill it out together, so it's not as confusing. Now, once all this is filled out, I want to go over to our launch funnel. And so this is a way to keep track of where traffic's coming from and how you want to move people through, maybe you move people from either a cold lead or a prospect or just someone on your list to a paying customer, someone that's enrolling into your program. So this example here is, and this is not the way yours has to look. This is just an example. So before launch, this example, we're running Facebook ads that go to a free offer. The free offer, they download, so I've got their email address, but also invite them to join the Facebook group. And so in the Facebook group and in the emails, we're talking about the launch and then the program, or we're building buzz. and then they move into, we sell them into the program through the Facebook group and from emails. So that's one funnel, and that starts before the launch actually gets started. So before pre-launch, before anything gets started, we are sending people to a free offer that's in alignment with the product that we'll be selling. So this path is also before launch, before the cart opens, really, is that our goal is to have people sign up for a mini course. So through organic reach, which is going to be non-paid Facebook ads, social media, email list, website, sending people to a Periscope weekly challenge or a mini course, either one. In this example, actually, it's the mini course. You can forget that Periscope weekly challenge, but that would apply here as well. And then from there, you have them sign up for the mini course, and then you want them to sign up for a webinar and then sell them into the program. That's just one funnel. We're also going to run Facebook ads that send them to a new resource that puts them into the free mini course, that puts them into the webinar, that puts them into the program, that sells them into the program. We're also going to run Facebook ads directly to the mini course and then to the webinar, and then through a series of emails, encourage them, and retargeting ads, encourage them to join the webinar, and then on the webinar we sell them into the program. And then we're also going to try running Facebook ads directly to the webinar opt-in page, and then from the webinar sell them into the program. And then during the launch, our goal is to purchase the program. We're going to do Facebook ads to the free webinar and then sell them into the program. I'm going to send something to my list, encourage my list to join the webinar, and then sell them into the program. And then I'm also going to do Facebook posts, guest blogging posts. So maybe Mindbody Green or Huffington Post or any of those sites, maybe some affiliates have websites that I can write blog posts for, encourage them to opt into the free mini course, and then encourage them to join the webinar and then sell them into the program from the webinar. So this whole process is just the very far left column is traffic. Where are they coming from? What do you want them to do? What do you want them to do next? What do you want them to do next? And then sell them into the program. So you can kind of map out exactly the journey that your prospects are going to take from no or cold or not knowing what's going on to actually, getting them on the webinar and then selling them into the program. And this will be different for everyone, but these are just some examples. You don't have to have all of these funnels going on if you are brand new to launching, brand new to Facebook ads. Maybe you just have a Facebook ad to a freebie and then to your Facebook group and selling. Maybe you have Facebook ads to a webinar and then you sell them on the webinar. So it really depends on what kind of support you've got, how much experience you've got, how much time you have, how much money you have, and what your comfort level is. Don't have too many things going at once that you get confused or that you get overwhelmed. And don't think you have to do it all or else it's not going to be a success. Don't make it more complicated on yourself than you have to. Like, it's already complicated enough to launch because there are tons of moving pieces, moving parts, and you still have to run your own business. You still have to work with clients, and you still have to do all your regular content. This is something on top of everything else, so don't overcomplicate it. So the next tab is our launch storyline, and this is really about what do your clients need to know about you and about their situation and about the program. What do they need to do, and what do they need to believe about you, the program, themselves before they're going to say yes. So this could be, this is where you start putting yourself in their shoes and you start thinking about what do they need to know? What do they need to do? What do they need to believe before they'll say yes? So maybe you've got a program that talks about doing Facebook ads. And so what do they need to know? They need to know that Facebook ads work, that Facebook ads aren't just a waste of money, that anyone can do Facebook ads in any business in any industry, and that there's a specific formula that's worked for you and that will work for them. So those are some things that they need to understand and be told before they're going to say yes. So the launch storyline is your way of sharing with them this information that's not salesy. So maybe it's content, maybe it's a blog post, maybe it's in your emails, but it's through a story. So this is really a place where I see a lot of launches kind of not necessarily fall down, but could totally be strengthened if you really understand your clients' pain points and their aspirations and their desires and what their challenges are. Then you take them through the process of really becoming so agitated at their situation, at their challenges, like they can't, their business can't keep on going with the amount of attention that it's getting without using Facebook ads. Like they just know that Facebook ads are what they need to do, and they can't keep not doing Facebook ads, even though they're scared of them, even though they think that they're a waste of time. Like they're so agitated, but they know they need to make this change. So it's your job to kind of keep making them feel uncomfortable enough to seek out a solution. And here's the thing is people don't necessarily make change or do anything differently unless they're agitated enough. So I read this one question that said, is your product aspirin or is it a vitamin? Well, think about it in this way. We take aspirin when we have to, like where our head hurts so bad that the only relief is aspirin. And we will take it when we need to, and we will seek out aspirin. Vitamins are, we want to feel better, so it's a great supplement. And if we forget to take vitamins, it's not a big deal. We can go a few days without taking vitamins, or we can go a month or a few months without taking vitamins. It's important, but it's not so urgent that we're going to stop everything and go find that bottle of aspirin. So your goal is to get them to a point where they see if your program is vitamins, if it's a supplement, something that's not urgent, you need to help them create a situation where taking the vitamins is the best thing they could do for their business, and they see the value in it, and they can't put it off any longer. And if your program or product offers a solution, then you're the aspirin, and you keep on agitating so much that they're ready to seek out the solution that you provide. And so that's what the storyline is all about. And so, this is, we've got, for the challenge, every day would be like maybe day one. If it's Facebook ads, it's, find 3 Facebook ads and post them in the group and let us know what you think about them. Or screen grab a favorite Facebook ad and tell me what you think. Something. What are you going to get them to do? So this is the process that you're taking people through to get them to say yes. And then here are some launch email sequences. A lot of times people say, well, how many emails do I need to send out? Or what am I supposed to say in these emails? Here's a really great kind of guide to use. So during your launch, your first email is, hey, cart's open. Now, this isn't the first email they get. They're getting pre-launch emails that send them to a training webinar or talk to them about the challenge or invite them to watch some videos or to download a free offer or something. So this isn't the first email they get. This is going to be the first one they get that really talks about your program or your product, the solution that you're offering. So it's, hey, cart's open. It's the first email. And then everything's ready for you. Hey, the program's ready. People are joining in. We're so excited. It's ready. We want you to come in. This one also could be, hey, early bird bonus is ending. We'd love to have you, take advantage of these special offers for the, people that are really ready to take action. An email could be about social proof, any sort of great responses you've gotten from the people that are already joining in, anything that kind of shows that people are loving it and that they're missing, that, if you're not in here, you're missing out. The fourth email could be something like a Q&A email, an objections email, if people, anything that could really get them to think more about this as a solution. And then the fifth email could be any sort of, if you're offering any additional bonuses, like if you've got bonuses, you can spotlight those. You can give examples of people that have gone through the program. This could be a case study. The sixth email in this scenario, it's actually, we were doing a Google Hangout, so this was a reminder, but it could also be a reminder to listen to the webinar replay or a reminder to grab your free offer or whatever. The seventh email could be something like a scarcity or urgency, like really hitting those pain points and saying, are you going to wait? Are you going to wait one more year to grow your business? Are you going to wait one more month, are you going to put off for another month what you could be doing and growing your business using Facebook ads? Like that's the purpose of that email. And the next one could be something around inspirational, or hit your pain points, but really give them an idea, paint the picture of what is possible. So it can't always be pain, 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 pain. You really want to help them see what's possible and help them not only just imagine it, but they need to feel into it. They need to actually be so clear about what is possible that the idea of not having that is painful in itself. And usually you do that maybe 24 hours before cart closes, or if you're doing applications are ending. And then you send an email, but the cart closes today. Send an email a couple of hours before the cart closes. And then the last email is some sort of thank you, or maybe it's a downsell, or maybe it's other ways that they can work with you. So that's just kind of an example of the launch storyline that you can take people through once the cart is open. And the next tab is for social media tracking. This is how I use, this is the template that I use for social media, especially if you've got like a social media manager, or if you are writing the social media post and you're having someone else schedule the post. So I just go through and I put in the copy here, and then I leave it blank if it's just, if I'm working on the copy. And then once someone goes in and schedules it, the posts become yellow. And then once it's actually posted, you change it over to green so that you can see what's been posted and what hasn't. And then if someone else is writing the copy, or if I'm writing the copy for someone and I have a question, or if it needs a link, or if it needs an image, I just highlight it in orange so that it's easy to see that it needs attention and someone needs to fix it. So this is my template that I use for social media. You can use whatever template you've got, but I like including it because social media is a huge part of every single launch. And you want to make sure that you've got that copy and you've got a plan in place to kind of deal with all the social media that you're going to be doing over your launch period. The last, not yet. The second to the last tab, I believe, is the affiliate tracking. Again, if you're new to launches, you're not going to be doing affiliates. But this is a template I use when I'm doing affiliate management. So this is the affiliate name, and this could be people that you want to be affiliates, their contact person, the email address. Do you want them to be a partner, or do you want them to be an affiliate? And the difference is the commissions may be different, but are you wanting them to do maybe a webinar with you? Are you wanting them to host a blog post? Like, do you want them to take an active role where they are actually promoting you heavily to their list, and you're offering them one-on-one attention, you're offering them maybe a customized webinar or a special bonus or something like that, or you just want them to be an affiliate where they're promoting you, but they're not getting a lot of special attention. Did they say yes or did they say no? Any sort of notes you've got. And the sent is, have you sent, in my case it was, have you sent them the invitation? Are they in or not? That's a yes or no. I'm not sure what that in is. We'll change that. I'll make that make more sense by the time you see this. But actually, let's change that right here. Did I send the email? Did I send the invite? That's what that's supposed to be. Actually, I'll fix this before you get there. Usually should be sent, and then this actually should be welcome. If they're a yes, the welcome email should be sent, and then it should be affiliate tracking. We'll just kind of do this on the fly. Affiliate tracking URL, so that everything's in the same place. And you can customize this. Usually this isn't actually, it looks like a few little columns got left off when I cut and pasted it over. Usually this is pretty long, and I've got, have I sent them an email reminder, swipe copy, have I sent them reminder number 1, have they sent their first email? Like, I keep track of everything in one document, everything that they're being asked to do, have they signed the contract? So I'll actually get this cleaned up so that it makes more sense, but this is for those that are really doing a lot of affiliate work. Whew, sorry. So that's the affiliate tracking. Like I said, if this is your first launch, you probably won't need to look at this, and it'll probably be too overwhelming for you to even look at it anymore. And then the final tab is going to be passwords and links. And I like to keep all of my major links in one place, like links to opt-in pages, thank you pages, sales pages, um, key website posts, anything, or social media posts, anything that I'm going to be referring to. Again, especially my Bitly links, I like to put in here as well. If you're working with a team and you've got several people going into your Lead Pages account or to your WordPress account, you may want to put all of those passwords here, or you can, of course, maybe send them over to LastPass or something that's a little safer than Google Docs or a Google spreadsheet. But I like to just make sure that everything that has to do with my launch is in one place so that I'm not searching all over the place for things. Like if you've got Google Docs with your copy in it, then it all goes right here as well. So that is a not so quick tutorial of the launch calendar. And again, it can be really overwhelming. If you've got any questions, I do offer a free 30-minute launch strategy jam session. I'd absolutely love to chat with you about this, answer any questions you've got. If you've got any suggestions on how to make this better, I'm always changing it up. I'm always improving it and making tweaks, just like you saw with the affiliate tab, because I want this to be super easy for you to use, and I want you to feel like you are in control of your launch and that you can launch confidently and with ease, because that is absolutely my biggest wish for you, is that you love launching as much as I do, because I feel like it's just one big party that you're inviting people into, and you're celebrating this gift that you've been given, and you're sharing it with them. And in exchange, they not only get to receive the value and the solution for what you're offering, but you get money for it. And launches are a great way to not only bring in a large chunk of money at once, but it really does set your business apart. It gives you more confidence in your business. It helps you really get to know your clients better. It really does so much for you when you have a launch, because it's not just about saying, hey, buy my stuff. It's really you putting yourself out there in the world and saying, hey, this is what I do and this is what I offer. Come, check out what I'm doing. And so it's just such an amazing way of really solidifying your business. So I hope that this was helpful. And I hope that you're not only using this tool, but the other tools in the toolkit. And if you've got any questions, please schedule a launch strategy jam session, which is free, 30 minutes with me. Don't forget, we've also got the launch liftoff planning session, which is 60 minutes with me. I think it's $97 for those that book when you sign up for the toolkit. You should be getting a series of emails, and the offer in there is $50 off the regular price. And I really want you to take me up on that offer, because I think it's a really great way to get things started, to get your launch started off on the right foot and to kind of avoid all the overwhelm. So thanks again for listening to this not so short tutorial. I really appreciate you, and have a great day. Go out there, launch with ease and abundance, and show the world what you've got. All right, bye.